I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll return it. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. So Auburn's offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. And both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could...
Breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Rush is on him. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Tigers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man on the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So UCLA's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field. And
turning it on! Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Makes the grab on the left. That's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Burrell. Plows through the defense. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Creates a little space. It's a seam wide open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tatum. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bruins in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from deep in the end zone, and this is a better worker. He's going to hear about it.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Looking for a crease to the left. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Knight. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Safe little shovel pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Facing a third down is short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Zips it out to his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Knight. Good timing on the quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here's the pressure. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wideout trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here we go. Set. Ready. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On target over the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Now on the option. Now the pitch. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
That's caught. It's Clay. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his spot. And the returner will be knocked down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back to throw, it's Knight. That's caught, it's Turner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snaps it in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Working that left side now. There he goes. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this win, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He might want another play. Looking to fire. Complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
He's got it. Oh, not a spike. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Knight. Pulls it in, it's Henderson. Looking for room at the 25. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quick release on the RPO.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Shakes off the defender. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Night. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll return it from around the 50. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. At the 35, he's open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Tatum. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
414 satellite. 414 satellite.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Knight. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Past the first down marker and still running. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10, touchdown Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Had those stats, young fella.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Auburn lines up quickly.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Makes the grab. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw again. Finds his tight end. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, looking for a space. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know it. Listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll run the toss. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Toss sweep to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He'll try to do it himself. Made a defender miss. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense playing a bail technique. A shot toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. What a big penalty at this juncture in the game, all locked up, and they get called for the pass interference. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the 3 ball gives us a tie. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Try to get it to the edge. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. On the move, it's Tatum. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Big 3rd down here as they try to keep the drive alive. A touchdown will win it. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball 2nd in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.